first I was at orientation, they were like, just look through classes, here's how you use IGPS. And I was just scrolling through stuff and I saw critical approaches, Tolkien and modern fantasy. I'm like, I can take a class on like Lord of the Rings.
A big part of the class is really having students probe and think critically about different kinds of issues. So things like gender or race, heroism, courage. A big part of this class is how do we think about creativity as a skill? And so part of that was asking my students to create their own fantasy worlds. But with this final project, I didn't really ask them to only do that. Their job was also to kind of step back and think about the rules, how their world that they created worked.
I initially thought it was just going to be read the books, talk about the characters, talk about the plot. But it was a lot more of like actual analysis of both Tolkien and like internal and external factors that create the plot, the tension, the characterization, that honestly give me a better sense of media literacy.
I think my critical thinking and creativity got much better. Like with the final project, you have to be really creative in terms of like creating your own world, but then thinking about like, okay, how does this one change I make affect the rest of the world? And that almost leads to like a domino effect. And then, you can take that to real life too. Like if you want to apply it to medicine, you can look at, let's say I'm treating the kidneys. How does this disease of the kidneys affect the rest of the body? Like if the kidneys fail, what else happens?